is me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm flowing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space, your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm flowing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You want to see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with...
Wow. 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 Wow.
Goddamn, guys.
Wow. First of all, Durante, you are funny as fuck, bro.
Fucking U-turn.
Bro.
She playing her ass right back to Tokyo.
Bro, I was going to say, she turning around and going right back on that 12-hour ass flight, bro. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I got a lot to say, but I'm just speechless, bro. I'm genuinely speechless. Not surprised, but
No.
I just can't believe that today's the day.
Yeah.
Today ended up being the day, man. Wow.
Day of
So
reckoning, bro.
we're going to talk a lot about this. Wow. We're going to talk a lot about this. We're going to start the show with what everybody wants to hear about. But let's hop right into this intro, man. Let's not waste any more time. What is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is another edition of the news, man. This is episode 143 of the news, and wow. If you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Notorious Unscripted, you guys can now watch that on all platforms, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here on YouTube every Monday after Monday Night Raw with Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys did miss this past Thursday or yesterday's edition of Flipping the Script, the WrestleMania 39 match card fantasy booking, that is not available on all platforms yet, but that will be available on all platforms for you guys shortly, as I will get the news and the first edition of Flipping the Script available on all platforms for you guys over the weekend. They might even be up tonight, but probably tomorrow or Sunday, just over the weekend, man. So those will be available on all platforms for you guys soon, man. If you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this video. It is in either mine or Sirkay's social media pages, man. Not hard to find at all. You got the Chicago flag design, the Chicago skyline design, the base design, the Riddler-inspired IWC's Best Kept Secret design, the Scratch logo design, the Only Community That Matters design, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired design, man, and the Notorious Christmas shirt, man. You guys can now find these available in more than just a t-shirt live on the merch shop right now. That is bonfire.com. Link, again, is at the top of the description of this video, man. And if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels, well, if you don't know who we are, you're going to fucking find out today, because... oh, man. If you guys do not know who we are, man, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, bro?
It would have been going pretty good, man. It would have been going pretty good. It's been chill lately. It's been chill. And, I woke up, checked my phone, bro, and the first thing I see is what everybody's talking about, bro. And
Wow.
what can you do but laugh at this point? I mean, I knew it was going to fucking happen at some point. I didn't think it'd be this soon. But it's fucking happening, man. And other than that related stuff, I've been great, man. It's just that, this that stuff kind of just hits you, man. And like with, like with Triple H taking over, Triple H, losing and Vince retaking over, it hasn't hit yet. And when it hits, it's gonna feel sad as fuck, man. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But like Durante always asks, how's life? How's family? Life besides this has been good, man. Family's been great. What about you, Durante, Logan, Bell, everybody chat? How you guys doing? JT, and what about you, bro? How you doing?
Bro, I would be doing very good, just like you. I believe I got a couple of my Undisputed Era figures today. I don't know which one. I haven't really had a chance to look at my phone to look at my shipping for them. But bro, man, what a wild morning, bro. I literally woke up, looked at my phone, put my fucking phone back down, and I said, I know I did not just see that. That was my morning. I woke up, bro. I woke up, man, and wow. I'm not surprised because we all knew, we know how Vince McMahon is, but just fucking wow, bro. I dude, I genuinely do not even know I genuinely don't even know how to react to this, bro. It's sad, because I was talking to my teacher on Twitter, and I said WWE is not perfect, but WWE is not perfect by any means, but god damn did they have a good fucking thing going, bro. I mean, we were going to be on here streaming a lot more for some of these B-level pay-per-views that were made into good-level pay-per-views because of Triple H, like an Elimination Chamber. Like, this year, we were thinking about going live, or we were contemplating going live after Extreme Rules because it was a good enough show. Now, we didn't end up doing it, but bro, I mean, they had such a fucking good thing going, bro, and the man, and we'll get into this news that Triple H is still going to be head of creative, and Triple H, Vince McMahon is just there to sell the company, even though that's not necessarily a lock-in. And by this emergency meeting that they've held today, you can just see the shit, bro. You can see the shit around us changing already. And it's really pissing me off. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. This is typical fucking Vince McMahon fashion, to be one of the most selfish fucking people that will ever be in this business. Mans took away the company, and maybe it's not sure yet, but Mans is starting the process to taking the company away from his own fucking daughter, of all people, bro. And it is utterly fucking ridiculous, and I'm sure you guys can tell by my demeanor, I am not happy about this whatsoever. I love professional wrestling. Everybody here should fucking know that by now. I damn near have fucking dedicated half of my life to this shit. And all I want to see is good fucking product, bro. And when shit like this gets in the way from a company that was fucking dying, and a man was bringing it back to prominence. And again, it's not fucking perfect, but nobody ever fucking said it was going to be. And AEW's not perfect either. So, dude, from a company that, again, is not fucking perfect, but I mean, it was taking a step in the right direction, and you gotta be a fucking idiot if you didn't see that, bro. Guys, please tell me if I'm too loud. I apologize. If I need to turn myself down, just let me know. But bro, from a guy that had his that actually has his finger on the fucking pulse, and he's bringing people back, it is just ridiculous, bro. It is fucking ridiculous how they even let this man step foot back into this goddamn company, because now this flips everything upside down. And I know these stories that are coming out are they're misleading. They are misleading, because what we are being led to believe is that, again, Triple H has control of this company, and he's just there to make sure a sale goes by. He's not going to be running the day-to-day. He's not the CEO. He's just in the board of directors. Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. I know you said you had some stuff that you wanted to mention about how he's going to wedge his way back into creative, and I can't wait to hear it, bro, but it's gonna fucking happen, bro. It's gonna fucking happen. And you gotta be a fucking idiot not to believe that, bro. A lot of the times you can't believe things that you can't believe everything you see from the dirt sheets, or a lot of the times, yeah, a lot of times you can't, bro. But sometimes, bro, this in particular is a time where this is just shit you can't believe, because we know how this fucking guy is. Bro, this infuriates me to no end. Like I said, I'm not surprised, because we all knew this was gonna fucking happen from the moment he expressed intent to come back. You know he was going to make a play to come back. And I guess his most recent play was pretty much holding his own company, his daughter, for ransom, pretty much. And we'll get into that, man, with all these other stories, man. But what a joke this is, bro. What a fucking joke. Again, I have been watching this shit for my whole entire life. I love professional wrestling to no end. And all I want to fucking see is everybody fucking happy. I love coming on here. My bad.
My bad.
But bro,
Getting emotional.
I love professional wrestling, man, and I don't want to see, and I honestly just want to see all of us happy. I want to see all of us happy in the professional wrestling that we're watching, and I want to be able to come on here more with you guys and talk about these pay-per-views. But I can't fucking do it under this shit, bro. I mean, with the news like this, bro, it really makes you want to stop watching this fucking product, man.
Swear to God, man, that was my plan, bro. Dude, if Triple H never took over in the first place, bro, 2023, I wouldn't be watching this shit, bro. I wouldn't be well, I'd be watching, wrestling. I wouldn't be watching WWE, bro. What would I be watching? You know what I mean? Ain't nobody want to watch WWE under Vince McMahon, especially after it was given hope with Triple H taking it over, giving it a direction, giving everything a hopeful path, and then you crushing that path. Now I really don't want to watch your fucking product, dude. Like, what do you think this will do? There'll be so many people that don't watch anymore, for real. Especially after the court cases and all that shit that Vince went through. Nobody's gonna want to support that. But half the roster doesn't want to support that. I know I ain't, bro. If this man goes into creative power, which we know he will, and I'll tell you guys how he does it later. But when he does, bro, ain't watching their product no more, bro. Not only do they not deserve that money, but it ain't fucking worth it to watch it anyway. What am I gonna fucking watch, bro? Austin Theory pull out his phone and taking selfies again. Fucking who else is who does Vince like besides Roman? Like, dude, it's gonna be a horrible path, bro. And you won't catch me, bro. You might catch me on reviews for WWE shows if we still review certain shows, bro. I ain't gonna be watching it, bro. It's gonna be like all those Raws where I missed, where you're just telling me what happened on a damn show because I ain't watching their product, bro. I'll review it. I'll joke about it. I'll love to see what happens after the fact. I ain't gonna watch it live, bro. I ain't giving them my money. I ain't giving Vince McMahon my money. I'd give Triple H my money any day. Even how fucked up he's been booking stuff, which is obviously no one is perfect. TK is far from perfect. Triple H has been far from perfect. It's how it is. I still give both of those guys my money. Vince McMahon, completely separate case, man. And people are kind of, I guess, being relieved that he's just here to sell the company. It ain't gonna go that way. It ain't gonna
We
go that way.
know how this fucking guy is, bro. We know how this guy is, and with the rumors, we don't really have any stories, man, but I couldn't really find any articles on it, but I kept seeing it floated around with the rumors going around of another max exodus happening with a lot of these people wanting to walk out. I mean, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it, bro? I mean, dude, you got Bronson Reed, who just came back. Vince McMahon did not like him. You have a guy like LA Knight. Vince McMahon didn't really like him either. All the people that he fired during the pandemic, he did not like. People like that are back. Bray Wyatt. What happens to Bray Wyatt? What? What happens to Bray Wyatt? What happens to William Regal?
Dude, it's over with, bro. They're gonna lose so much, not only from the fans, but from their own employees, bro. Creative people will leave. Fucking wrestlers will leave. What What do they think's gonna happen, bruh? What the fuck? Like, if I was Bronson Reed, bruh, and Vince McMahon is back in power in full, and he wants to fire me, fuck it, I'll do it first. I'll walk out. Because those guys all know that if they do that, the fans are on their side.
Absolutely. Bro, okay, cool. I kept seeing that floated around, but I wasn't sure who it was. Yeah, that's from SAP. So it's 9 times out of 10, at least reputable enough to be a rumor, bro. But dude, I mean, what about a guy like Eric Young, who's probably signed to this company and waiting for the rest of Sanity to come back? Dude, you know what? What about the bloodline? What about the bloodline? What the fuck happens with the bloodline? What the fuck happens with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, dude?
You know, they're dropping that story. You know, Vince
Bro,
don't like. Bro, he sees Sami Zayn in prominence like that. Oh, it's over with, bro. It is over with.
dude, just utterly ridiculous, bro. Utterly fucking ridiculous, man. Utterly ridiculous. I do not know. I do not know. I, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. So,
Get into it, bro.
wow. All right,
That
man.
was just a taste.
So, so the Wall Street Journal, is reporting. This was the very first thing we heard yesterday. According to a new report from the Wall Street Journal, Vince McMahon is planning to return to WWE to pursue the sale of the company. McMahon has majority voting power through his ownership of Class B WWE stock, and told the company on Thursday he is electing himself and 2 former co-presidents and directors Michelle Wilson and George Barrios to the board. This would require 3 current directors to vacate their positions. For a senile old fuck that does not know what he's doing.
And that happened, bro. I want to know who 3 were forced out. I'm curious.
So, Vince McMahon, so this was, oh, never mind. Vince McMahon sent a letter to WWE's board in December. McMahon reportedly sent a letter to WWE's board in December detailing his desire to return to help guide a strategic review process, and believes there is a narrow-winded kickoff, a narrow window to kick off a sales process since WWE's media rights are about to be negotiated. McMahon also communicated to the board that unless he has direct involvement as executive chairman, he won't support or approve any media rights deal or sale. Now, this is the letter he sent out to the board. And I quote, "The only way for WWE to fully capitalize on this opportunity is for me to return as executive chairman and support the management team in the negotiations to our media rights, and to combine that with a review of strategic alternatives. My return will allow WWE, as well as any transaction counterparties, to engage in these processes, knowing they will have the support of the controlling shareholder." This lying ass motherfucker held his own motherfucking daughter for ransom for his company back. My man's found out about Lil Tecca on his fucking vacation. Everybody
He did,
remember
bruh.
Ransom by Lil Tecca? For those of you who don't get the reference, Bro,
You know, Triple H bumping that shit right now. That man's going through it.
dude, what a piece of shit. Honestly, what a piece of shit. He. This is my thing. This is my thing. Nick Khan, has the. Nick Khan pretty much got WWE the Peacock deal, right? Vince just signed off on it. Nick Khan is a very smart businessman. Why the fuck? Why on God's green earth would they need Vince McMahon to help them sell anything? Nick Khan is a big boy. He could do it himself. I understand Vince's majority shareholder, bro. They should have fucked him out of those damn shares, bro. They should have bought him out. They should have. Because Nick Khan is a very smart businessman. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to morals and when it comes to the talent, he's a motherfucker, bro. But that's why Stephanie's in charge of that proportion of the company. Nick
Exactly.
Khan, in terms of media and what he does in terms of deals for the company, is so fucking smart and he's so good. But bro, that was they should have fucked him out of the shares. I believe Bell said that a couple weeks ago in the comments, but bro, they should have fucked him out of the shares, man. They should have just fucked him out of the shares. And dude, oh my God, bro. I don't understand why he needs to be back to sell the company, bro. And one thing is, I hope whoever they sell the company to is okay with, Triple H as head of creative. That's the other thing.
That's another thing. That's the other way, besides the way I'll tell you guys about how Vince is gonna get back in creative. If he can't do it the way I'm gonna tell you guys, after it's sold, he'll tell whoever sells it to him to put him in charge, bro. You know it. Because if most companies, Disney, fucking Warner Brothers, who fucking knows who could buy this fucking company, bro? Fox, who knows? To them, they'll see that Vince McMahon ran this company for how long he did. They'll just put it in his hands. You know they'll just put it in his hands.
Bro,
You fucking know it, man. You know that's how it's gonna go down. I'll just tell them I ran this company for how long that I have. Just put it in my hands, man. Just put it in my hands, and they'll do it right away. Because whoever buys the company, they're not going to care about the creative day-to-day stuff. As long as it makes them money, and on paper, Vince McMahon makes the easier, faster money than a Triple H would, they'll go with Vince McMahon. You know they will.
bro, what a motherfucker, bro. Honestly, what a motherfucker. Dude held his daughter for ransom. Honestly, at this point, bro. Honestly, at this point, and they don't. I'm not gonna sit there and say they need to go start their own promotion because they like Bell's saying in the comments, bro. Stephanie and Triple H probably don't have the funds to do that. But honestly, if this is the case, and you know what, and same thing for Nick Khan as well. If I'm all three of them, I'm going on leave, and I'm not fucking coming back, and I'm watching this company crumble under this motherfucker because Nick Khan loves a little bit of power. Now, El Rata Elada is looks like he might be getting booted out of the seat. And like I said, and for now, it looks like Vince McMahon is not CEO. It looks like he's just elected to the board or reinstated to the board. This is going to eventually happen, bro. This is inevitable.
Oh,
This is inevitable. Um and
yeah.
and
Bro.
and
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and Nick Khan ain't gonna be happy about it, and Nick Okay, apologize for that Wi-Fi buffer, bro. Where was I? I was talking something about Nick Khan. Yes, you know Nick Khan isn't going to be happy about this, and this company honestly would probably be in shambles money-wise without Nick Khan, because the only deal they're probably getting renewed is their Saudi Arabia deal. And
Exactly.
their Fox for $1 billion and NBC for $1 billion, I don't know about that, bro, especially under Vince McMahon where the product is absolute shit. Man, I don't know.
Especially after all that Vince McMahon, court stuff. Most of these companies, they'll still work with the guy, but they won't give him that much money anymore. Now they have a free card to not give him that much money.
Absolutely, man. And with reports that WWE's locker room was floored by Vince McMahon's takeover plans. The roster, and I feel so fucking bad. I just feel bad for Triple H's team and the roster.
Oh yeah, man. Your team finally started getting their flow, man. You guys are writing up plans for Mania, man. The roster's happy, you're happy, and then this happens, and you all know that the time is ticking. Might as well just give up at this point, man.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. So according to a report from Fightful's paywall, WWE talent WWE talent were floored by Vince McMahon's plan to come back. He plans to leverage the company's upcoming television rights deals into putting him back into control. If he can pull this off, it will drastically derail what Triple H is building, something everyone is happy with. Fightful has already heard from dozens within WWE who were all floored by the announcement. Nobody in any department, talent, production, creative, general staff that we've heard back from was briefed or tipped off or given any information before or immediately after the news broke. Not one bit, considering some people from with the regime were kept this long. They must have known it would happen. We'll see if they talk to us tomorrow. One talent told Fightful, referring to the upcoming January 6th SmackDown taping. Last month, the Wall Street Journal reported Vince McMahon told people close to him he was hoping to return and didn't state in what capacity. WWE sources came out of the woodwork to let Fightful know anonymously that Vince McMahon was not wanted back in a general sense. Another top WWE talent wasn't only given any information, but also asked what possibility of a return to creative would be. The idea that Vince McMahon could return to creative has been a common concern among talent. The two sources we heard back from within the creative department have not learned of any adjustment to their duties, and they said they were sent some notes for SmackDown shortly after the Wall Street Journal's Vince McMahon story. Keeping with the theme and production production and employees were also not informed. The unanimous reaction that we gained from the many who commented on the matter either gave us bad news or news above their pay grade. That they wouldn't concern themselves with until they needed to. One source noted the increase in after the hour stock price. One talent said Fightful is finding out. One talent said finding out online is scary. The talent is finding out online. Now I'll wait till we get to the emergency meeting story before I really sound off on this. But yes, finding out online is scary, and it's Vince, so I don't believe a word he says. This is from a fucking talent.
Literally. This is from talent.
It's Vince, so I don't believe a word he says. I hope current management and everything doesn't change, but only time will tell. Before noting, they hope they have a lot of respect for Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Another talent says they believe that there will be an uproar if Vince McMahon returns to head up creative. I can't count how many interviews I've read where people I've talked to outside of the company that said to me, Vince liked me, but I got fired. He didn't like you. He didn't like any of the people he fired in the pandemic. Or they wouldn't have been fired during a pandemic. One concerned higher up said, I wouldn't be blown away if he returned to creative, a recently signed talent said. Wow. So I know that was a lot to unpack, but bro, just wow, bro. I mean,
Just hearing it from the talent themselves, it's not going to end well, man. It's really not. That is their biggest fear, according to the talent, is Vince McMahon coming back into creative power. Come on, bro. If that don't show you what's going to happen, I don't know what will.
bro. So now we move over to today. Vince McMahon's reinstated to the WWE Board of Directors. So this is what broke today. Man, okay. A new filing from the Securities and Exchange Commission have announced Vince McMahon is back on WWE's Board of Directors. Thurston of WrestleNomics noted the following about this huge move? Who the fuck wrote this article? For World Wrestling Entertainment, and I quote, a new filing says effective immediately, Vince puts himself, Michelle Wilson, and George Barrios on the board and removes independent directors Alex Wexler, Joellen Lyons-Dillon, and Jeffrey Speed. The filing shows Vince making changes to WWE's bylaws so media right deals and any company sales can't be made without his approval. The filing includes his letters to the board as exhibits. This move will see Vince McMahon return to the board of directors. Since his departure, Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan have acted as co-CEOs of the company. And his son-in-law, Triple H, has controlled the company's creative direction. And then it's just, it shows the filing, but, we pretty much read off to you guys what it states in there already.
Yeah.
Bro.
He's back. He's literally just like that a day after it drops that he's holding the company for ransom. They already give up, and he's already back on the creative board. And on the creative board, on the board of directors. Dude, they folded that easily, man. Man, it ain't a good sign, man. It's really not, man. And so the deal or what he has is, power over the media rights and whatnot. That's gonna slowly engulf every other right in that company.
Wow. So this is one of my favorite parts to all of this. Do you guys want to know Stephanie McMahon's address? If he goes back to creative, it'll be how Sir K said. If any other way, he'll wind up in a lawsuit between him and the company.
I have another way, and I think an easier way for him to do it, and doesn't involve the law. And if this way doesn't work, it'll probably involve the law, which is that way. But I think he's got an easier plan if you don't want to spend too much money in the courts.
All right, man. Stephanie McMahon's address addresses Vince McMahon's WWE return. Let's hear what Stephanie had to say, man. So according to WrestleVotes on Twitter, Stephanie McMahon sent out an email to all WWE employees informing them about Vince McMahon's return. Oh, bro, I absolutely love her demeanor, and I can just feel her demeanor.
Well, these would be different courts. Well, you already know what money he's spending in court. This is going to be a different court money.
Yeah, even more. Add it onto the fucking check. So, an email was sent at 10:43 a.m. this morning by Stephanie McMahon to all WWE employees with the statement today. With the statement, and I quote, "Today, WWE announced the return of our founder, Vince McMahon, to our board of directors." End quote. That is literally it. That is all she said. Bro, it is quite evident that there is a difference in perspective between Stephanie and Vince McMahon when it comes to the long-term vision for WWE. We'll have to wait and see what unfolds next as the founder of WWE makes his way back to the global judgment. Or the global juggernaut, rather. Sorry. Bro.
It's going to be Judgment Day, all right.
Oh, it's it's the current regime's Judgment Day. Bro.
That's going to be what we had Black Wednesday in 2020 and 2021, bro. We about to have Judgment Day 2023, all the releases.
We're coining the phrase now, man. Bro.
Yep.
Oh, man. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Stephanie McMahon right now. You can tell, again, that just based off the email she sent, that sounds like there is little to no excitement whatsoever coming from Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, no. You could tell by the tone. It's just, yep, he's back. He's fucking back, all right.
Unfucking believable. Unbelievable, man. Utterly ridiculous, bro. So that was the email that Stephanie McMahon sent out, and WWE also makes it clear Vince McMahon's return to the company does not ensure the company will be sold. Does not. This is for all the people trying to use Vince McMahon just being back to sell the company as a headrest. Bro.
You guys want to know how he's about to work his way back into power, bro? Creative power. So he's back to sell the company. That's his presumed goal. And how else would
do you want to tell it now, or do you want to wait till after we go over the Triple H staying in head of creative?
Yeah, let's say that first, so I can debunk that shit.
Cool. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Vince McMahon was recently reinstated to the WWE as a part of the board of directors, looking to regain control as executive chairman in an attempt to sell the global juggernaut. Even with Vince McMahon's resurgence, there is no assurance that it will indeed lead to WWE being sold. WWE's recent press release indicates that Vince McMahon's return is to maximize the long-term value of WWE shareholders, while also mentioning that there is no guarantee that the sale of the company would indeed happen after that. WWE's press release, this was WWE's press release, and I quote, "The company intends to undertake a review of its strategic alternatives with the goal being to maximize value for all WWE shareholders. There is no assurance that this process will result in a transaction."
Uh, look at that.
And just like that,
He back.
he's back, and it is not even for sure that he will sell the company, man. And the original thought, and honestly what I think he just told them that he was coming back just to make sure he sells the company. Honestly, because the original news was he wanted to come back and be in control not because he wanted to sell the company, because he thought he was given bad advice. That is
Exactly.
why.
And although it would be very profitable for him to sell the company, bro, he could just take most of the money that it would go directly to him if he just made a couple more billion-dollar deals. You know what I mean? He could sell a company for a couple billion, make a good check and go retire. The thing is, Vince, he's a fucking weirdo. He don't like just one big chunk of money and just goes to retire. He wants good chunk, good chunk, good chunk. He's like that. We've seen that with how he operates, bruh. So why would he get just a cut of what, let's say, Disney would get from selling the company and, their day-to-day operations of the company when he could just re-up on a Saudi Arabia deal and just pocket probably half that. Exactly. Under 4 billion. He just gotta renew, you know, he renews fucking Saudi Arabia for the next couple decades. That's a sell right there. That equals the sale of the company right there. And he would be getting most of that. Even from a financial standpoint. Vince wouldn't want to sell it because he wants most of what they make.
Yeah.
It's Vince. He is the most money hungry guy in the world. You think he'll want people taking his chunk of the company for him? God no. God no.
So this is the kind of stuff, what I'm going to read to you guys next. This is the kind of stuff that is raising the red flags that a lot of people aren't seeing, because a lot of people, just like us as well, are very focused on what does this mean for Triple H, what does this mean for Stephanie McMahon, what does this mean for Nick Khan, and what does this mean for the talent and Triple H's team. These are the cracks starting to show in the higher ups that is scaring me. So Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful took to Twitter and reported that Manjit Singh, who was the leading investigator on the Vince McMahon investigation internally, has resigned from the company. He says, and I quote, Ignis Lahoud and Manjit Singh have resigned from the WWE Board of Directors as of today. Manjit Singh was the leading investigator of the Vince McMahon investigation internally.
Oh yeah. I didn't even hear that till now. Bro, he the fucking lead investigator behind the dude that was investigating Vince just left. Come
What
on,
does that
bruh.
tell you, bro?
Come on. Did he leave or was he like because he either left on his own by just giving up, like, yeah, this dude is too sneaky. I won't get evidence or on him, or Vince got him out. It's already starting, bruh. It's already starting.
This is exactly the stuff I'm talking about, and this is what pisses me off. And I'm telling you guys right fucking now, if Vince McMahon comes back into this company, you guys better be getting ready for some AEW unscripteds on Monday, because I'm not doing this shit, man. We might even move
Pretty good.
unscripted to fucking Wednesday.
I was gonna say, might as well just do it Wednesday at that point. I mean, like, the fuck? Dude,
So we'll talk about this right now, because this is the one that concerns the fans, us. Triple H will continue to have control of WWE's creative direction. Matter of fact, I don't want to go over this now. I want to read you guys the next story and then go over this. So get this. Brian Alvarez noted in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that the WWE talent were informed via letter while Vince McMahon was back in the company, Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan would continue as co-CEOs, and Triple H will continue as Chief Creative Officer. Today, WWE, and I quote, today, WWE formally announced that our founder, Vince McMahon, has rejoined the company's board of directors. The management team will remain in place with Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan as the co-CEOs and Paul Levesque as the chief creative officer, and end quote, an excerpt from the letter we read. Now, this was the thing that Vince McMahon wrote to the board in his press release. WWE has an exceptional management team in place, and I do not intend for my return to have any impact on their roles, duties, or responsibilities. Bro, you held your daughter for ransom for the company. You expect me to believe that you don't intend on impacting Triple H's team? Get the fuck out of here. And this is already the first hint at this. So listen to this story. Listen to this story, man. Are you really? Okay. Give me 2 seconds because my Safari is being annoying. Okay. Here we are. So we originally told you guys WWE is having a all hands on deck emergency meeting. Why would it ever be called an emergency meeting if we were all going to be okay here? That's the first thing. A all hands on deck emergency meeting. Now, what was covered in this meeting, you may ask? Well, we got the tea for you guys, man. So, Sean Ross Sapp reported a few notes from his prior meeting to SmackDown. It was stressed WWE's day-to-day operations will not change. Bullshit. It may not change now. It may not change next week. It will change eventually. I can guarantee you that. That being said, Triple H will remain in creative control with Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan as the company's co-CEOs. The meeting was slightly pushed back from 3:30 and got underway before 4. Talent was not involved. What was the first thing Triple H did in his meeting? Talent was there, and it was a all hands on deck, my ears are open line of communication talk. Talent is not involved here. It was stressed. The day-to-day is not changing across the board. Bullshit. Bullshit. They spoke about Vince McMahon being in control. They spoke about Vince McMahon being the controlling shareholder and the possibility of a sale, as well as the media rights deal. Okay, the last bullet point's the most interesting one. So I want to reiterate this to you guys again. WWE has an exceptional management team in place, and I do not intend for my return to have any impact on their roles, duties, or responsibilities. Now I want to read you guys, before I read this last bullet point, I want to read you guys the article we just read. I want to read you guys the title of the article. Triple H will continue to have control of WWE's creative direction. The last bullet point. Stephanie McMahon, Nick Khan, and Frank Riddick led the meeting. Do you notice a name that I did not just utter? What happened when Triple H was removed from NXT? What does all the talent say? Triple H was there, and then they stopped seeing him. Triple H was at every fucking meeting, and then they stopped seeing him. Who is the name that was not there at this all-hands-on-deck emergency meeting today? Triple H, Paul Levesque.
Dude.
Bro, by the way, what is up, Gek? How the hell are
What's
you,
up,
bro?
Gek, bro?
Dude. if Triple H gets stripped of power, that is Judgment Day. That is Judgment Day for the WWE. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
if Triple H, dude, Triple H getting man, no. I'm gonna let you go ahead and I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell the people your theory, man. I know you've been waiting, bro.
So, Vince McMahon is back. Well, I've been good. I've been good up until the news of Vince McMahon recently. Gek, how you been?
Me too, Gek. How
Oh
are you,
yeah,
bro?
man. But so Vince McMahon is back to sell the company, as he says, man. He waved the media rights in their face. They were forced, and now he's back, man. So if his goal, if his presumed goal, and he's gonna stick with that until he's back in full power and he doesn't care about it anymore. His presumed goal, sell the company. How is he gonna sell the company if he believes on TV there isn't a reputable world champion that a buyer would want to see? That these buyers, this Disney, this NBC, they're not gonna want to buy a Cody Rhodes as champion. They're gonna want to buy a Roman as champion. They're gonna these investors, these companies, they're not gonna want to buy into all these new unknown people that the fans don't know. They're not gonna want to buy the creative like that. We gotta put Edge on TV more. We gotta get Taker back for a Mania. We gotta get Brock back in a championship. Is Goldberg? Is he still available? It's going to be like that, bro. He is going to creatively work his way into the company, not presumably so it looks better so he could sell it, man. And once he gets his full power back, he won't give a fuck about selling it. Because you ask me, that ain't his goal. It's going to be his presumed goal to mess with creative little by little to make it look good to sell, and then it'll just be on top of it again. Once he finally gets that full control back, it'll just be back to what it was, just him doing what he wants on TV. Nick Khan will make the money deals. He'll just fuck around on TV, do what he wants to do. And when he gets bored, he ain't giving it to Triple H. We already know he don't want to give it to guys like Triple H. He's going to give it right to Bruce, right to Kevin Dunn. Dude, that's how he's going to do it, bro. He is going to creatively work his way into the company by wanting to sell it. That's why his goal is one. That's why he said his goal was that he wanted to sell it, because that's gonna be his reason for changing creative stuff. Disney Plus, Disney, they're not gonna want to buy our company if we have some new guy as champion. We gotta give someone known to the wider audience that when they buy this company, this is our champion. That's how it's gonna go. And if he can't do it like that, he's taking this company to court, man. He's taking them to court. And I hate to say it, but we all know what the court's gonna do. They're gonna agree with Vince McMahon, whether it's his good lawyer that he'll buy, whether it's whatever.
Jerry
He's gonna work his way back into power. Exactly, bro. Exactly. He is gonna get his way back, bro. Remember that Dark Side of the Ring and they had that man on there?
They had
Bro,
Jerry.
even in the dark side of the ring, that motherfucker, although you could tell he's a motherfucker, he is good at his goddamn job, bro. Even on that dark side of the ring about Vince, he was chopping it up, saying all the right legal stuff. That motherfucker, he's a motherfucker, but he's good at his goddamn job. He'll get Vince back in, no problem. Because if Vince can't do it the way he's trying to do it, he'll go right to the courts and he'll just wave those media rights in their face. You don't want to change the world champion? I got the media rights. I got share vote in the company. What are you gonna do? He's gonna do that right back into his way to the top, man. That's how he's. That is why his goal is to sell the company. It's not to sell the company. It's so he could say it's to sell the company to make it look how he wants it to look to sell the company. I don't think he wants to sell the company. He might in a couple years and maybe a decade or so. But at that point, what will the company be at that point? Even if you sell it to someone that could turn it good. Nobody's January 6th, Dark Side of the Ring. Exactly. Exactly.
That's true,
Judgment Day
bro.
episode. Like, that's his goal, bruh. that is how he's gonna work his way back into power, man. And we're all starting to see it, bro. Because like you said, Triple H ain't in that meeting, bro. What happened when he wasn't in the NXT meetings? Shoved to the sidelines. He's the chief content creative, whatever the fuck officer now. Now, once Vince McMahon is back in power, he'll have that position for a little bit, but
Until
he
he
won't be
is.
doing nothing with it.
And hey,
Mm-hmm.
again, Vince McMahon demoted him before.
He'll
Vince
demote
McMahon
him
will
again,
fucking
no
demote him
problem.
again. He does not like Triple H's vision, and
No,
that is that is one of the most important points you bring up, because if Vince McMahon is trying to sell the company, is Vince McMahon gonna think Triple H's vision is going to sell the company, or is he gonna think that his
oh,
vision is gonna sell the company?
exactly, bro,
That's the thing.
exactly.
Because Vince
Mhm,
McMahon's going to
you're-
look at it and say, well, nobody's going to want to buy this shit with little Johnny Gargano running around. He's a little guy,
mhm.
man, and this fat Bronson Reed. That's how Vince McMahon's going to look at it. That's, man,
Exactly. That's gonna be his reason, bro. And he already got two of his team back on the directors board. It's a matter of time before he gets his team back in the creative and business board, man. It's only a matter of time.
bro.
It's it started, bro. The wheels have turned. The clock is ticking to Judgment Day, man. And January 6th was the first day of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate to see it, bro, but maybe in a couple months, bro, you're gonna be watching Unscripted on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock.
You guys honestly might be, bro. Because
That's really good.
I'm telling you, dude, I love WWE. I will always love
Yeah.
WWE. But, dude, you, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just a little ridiculous at this point. I mean, there's absolutely no point in watching a product where the company just is in shambles, and the guy who we all want gone leaves, and then he just comes back to fuck with everybody. Like, I don't know. Now that we've seen WWE without Vince McMahon, I don't know I can go back to watching it with Vince McMahon. I genuinely don't. Because now that we've got that taste of what it could be, I don't want to go back to the old taste, bro. I really don't. And again, you can fucking see it. You can see it on day one. Do you know how upset Triple H probably is for this news? All these people he rehired, this whole team, and this whole culture he's tried to build around this company. Just like that. What's going to happen in Damage Control? What's going to happen
Exactly.
to... What's going to happen to everybody? People are going to
Right.
walk out. And
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a decent chunk.
this is why we stress so much. We need to appreciate All Elite Wrestling, bro, because
Thank God.
this is a promotion. This is a promotion when every fucking body gave up on it and everybody jumped back on the WWE hype train. We were still here. Now, were we critical at times? As we should have
Oh
been?
yeah.
Absolutely yes. But we're critical for WWE as well. Me and you have done a very, very good job at not letting WWE slide like a lot of other content creators do.
No.
You know, me
Exactly.
and you have done a great job at pointing out when things are shit, and some things have been shit. We've also done a great job at pointing out for both companies as well when both things are great. That is what we pride this podcast on. We are very honest
Thankfully.
with you guys, and we not for 1 second jumped off the AEW train like that. We have been saying for the past couple months how both promotions have been great. At least in a good spot. You know what I mean? So, utterly fucking ridiculous, bro. Just utterly ridiculous, man. And,
Literally.
with Triple H announcing, I feel like they knew about this because we'll get into it in a little bit, but with Triple H announcing things so far in advance, like a Money in the Bank, and doing it in a place where Vince McMahon would never allow that to happen, it almost begs the question, did Triple H do that as a last whim of like, okay, here you go, this is my last treat to you?
Luck to doing this. You have to do this now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yep.
Exactly.
That was kind of my thought process behind them going to London, as soon as I heard Vince McMahon being reinstated, is that honestly, I kind of took that as Triple H saying, you know what? I know I'm not going to really have a full creative say, so this is my last treat to the fans of the UK. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys Money in the Bank, so Vince McMahon has to commit. Now, he could always move it, but that'll probably look really bad. But
From a financial standpoint, he'll be forced to do it.
right.
And just like a direction, because it'll really look like he's taking over if he moves it. He'll be forced to do it. And we were saying that Triple H should do that months ago. And there was like the theories of
We
Vince
did.
coming back, you know what I mean? We did. Me and you were like, dude, if I was Triple H, I would screw over Vince creatively with my vision. And I think that's what he's trying to do. And I hope he does. Do it even more, bruh. Do it even more. Screw this man over creatively, bruh. It's your only way to get one up before you fucking get booted.
Yeah.
Exactly, Bell. It might be the last fucking pay-per-view in the UK for WWE.
I would go ahead. I would go. Well, we don't know how
Well,
things will be
depends on
by
the trade.
July, but yeah, I would just play it by ear. If you start to see Vince McMahonisms, I wouldn't go. I know it sucks, and I know you want to see Money in the Bank live, but I know it sucks, man. But who knows, man? Maybe. Well, hey, think about it like this: AEW will be going to the UK. Next
Exactly.
year.
You have the alternative.
So you got that to think about. But yeah, man. So those are all the stories we have on Vince. We have some other stories on him, but they're kind of,
Direct.
they're not, anything about him coming back into the company. In fact, one might not age so well. As a matter of fact, which I guess that just leads us right into that topic. So
Yeah.
Vince McMahon. This was absolutely hilarious like 2 days ago, or when the news broke. But now it's not really that
No,
funny
it's not
anymore.
as funny.
So all of Vince McMahon's WrestleMania 39 plans are changed. Damn.
Oh, now we're back.
Yeah, it looks like we're back, or at least like we're headed in that direction. This guy, God, I wanted to see a Triple H WrestleMania so fucking bad, dude. I wanted to see it so bad. Oh my God. And dude, what about this Sami Zayn turn in 2 months, bro?
And they had them. They go randomly turn on. Second, he's back on. Second, Vince McMahon walks back on SmackDown. That episode of SmackDown, they're turning on him. Easy guess.
Oh yeah. And then he's just gonna go away, probably to his fucking release.
Probably, I could see it. I can genuinely see that. That'll be crazy.
Or I could honestly see, I don't know if Sammy's this kind of guy, but I could see Sammy walking out
I could
because
see.
Sammy was put through so much hell, and for Triple H to take over and for one of his first plans of action to say, I'm going to make you the biggest babyface in about a couple months, a year time. For Sami Zayn to do that, to go right back to shit and being a comedy wrestler, I don't know about that, man.
Ain't gonna be happy.
So, man, Fightful Select is reporting that WWE is still making changes to its WrestleMania plans. Fightful further confirmed that Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch is no longer in the works for WrestleMania. One top talent informed Fightful that Ronda Rousey is expected to have a big match at WrestleMania, while Becky Lynch isn't bothered that her match isn't happening. WWE is still unsure what her match will be. The outlet was informed that any plans Vince McMahon had prior to his departure isn't set for the show any longer. While it was presumed that Cody Rhodes would challenge for the WWE Championship, sources inside Creative informed Fightful that it wasn't outright told to them. It was reported that Logan Paul, The Rock, and John Cena aren't confirmed for the show yet. While it was reported that Austin Theory versus John Cena was planned for WrestleMania, there have been pitches for Cody Rhodes versus John Cena prior to the regime change. Talent we'd spoken to did confirm that most involved thought the original WrestleMania 35 match should have been one-on-one. As Steve Muhlenhausen has noted on Twitter, a source familiar with the situation said that Becky Lynch did not seem bothered by the notion that the match was no longer happening, but there was an update on what her match at the show would be. It goes without saying, but we're told that anything that Vince McMahon had in mind for the next year before his departure isn't set for the show any longer. Ahead of Vince leaving, it was presumed that Cody Rhodes would end up competing for the WWE Championship at the show. However, sources in Creative told Fightful, while it was presumed, it wasn't outright told to them. WWE does not want Logan Paul and The Rock. WWE does want Logan Paul and The Rock for the show, but have gained no information on whether or not they will appear. John Cena's status was also unclear to us, and the internal conversation shifted from Theory to Logan Paul recently, but we can confirm that the other top talent was pushing to work with him as far back as July. There had been pitches within the company at that point for Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Holy shit. Whoa.
Please,
whoa.
Gotta see that at some point, bro. I need that.
WrestleMania 40, the Philadelphia. Do you know they got the Liberty Bell there? That, man.
Oh God,
Patriot versus Marine. Bro, it needs to happen.
This Bill reminds me of my daughter. They share the same name.
Damn. This is my first time reading this article, and I am floored. Wow, that is awesome. There had been pitches within... This is fucking why Vince McMahon does not need to come back to the company. Cody Rhodes... There had been pitches within the company at that point for Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. But we're told...
So fire.
Dude, but we're told we haven't heard that discussed since the regime change. Damn.
Man,
well,
I was...
If fucking Vince did anything, right, is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
Exactly. That's the only thing he's fucking done good creatively, man. But oh man, well, it went from the Mania changes, and now they're gonna change again slowly. Back, I don't know if Vince McMahon will be fully back in creative power by the time WrestleMania is. I think this might be the one and only, at least halfway, WrestleMania that Triple H will get to book, and that is sad.
Yeah. And it really makes our fantasy booking from yesterday really hit different, because
it really does. None of it will probably happen.
Got to go watch that, is because that is honestly probably what the WrestleMania 39 card that never was. Both of them, mine and Circase, great cards.
Exactly.
But golly. So yes, those are Vince McMahon's WrestleMania 39 plans, man. And speaking of Mr. Cody,
Anthony, come on. Don't lie to yourself, man. You know what it's gonna turn
You know
into.
what this is gonna
He's
turn
coming
into,
back.
man. He will come
Don't
back.
trust him.
We know
He
how this
will. He'll
fucking
find
guy
a way.
is.
You know how it is, man.
Yeah, dude. Unfortunately, bro. I wish
Unfortunately.
I wish you were I wish you were right. I would prefer him not back at all. But honestly,
Yeah, back it
bro,
up.
again, bro, if we start, I swear to God, if we start to see these Vince McMahonisms back in WWE, dude,
It's over with.
it's over with, man. And like I said, as far as the podcast is concerned, um, you guys might be looking at a Wednesday unscripted, bro, because I just
Yeah.
don't like I said, now that we have the taste of the Triple H booking, I don't know I can go back to Vince McMahon. So Anthony, I wish
My
you
boy.
were correct, my man, but dude,
I
don't
hope
lie to
so.
yourself, bro. We know how this is.
We
We
all
know how
know.
Vince is a lying ass motherfucker. This is the same guy who held the company up for ransom on his own daughter.
Exactly. He'll be willing to do anything to get his way back into power, man. He'll do anything.
He will. He absolutely will. He's a power hungry motherfucker, man. We all know this. I wish there was no
Oh, yeah.
worries, but unfortunately there's not. Oh no.
What?
You see, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund could bid for WWE. Just reported. Your fucking face. Bro. Oh man. Anybody
Dude,
want to watch mindless idiots watch wrestling, bro? Watch a Saudi Arabia show. Everybody's looking in the fucking crowd like this and shit.
written by those mindless idiots. Oh, no. No, no, dude, that's
Oh,
worse.
we're gonna have fucking somebody cosplaying Ultimate Warrior on the fucking show, man. We're gonna have a young Hulk Hogan, somebody who looks
Dude,
just fucking like him.
even if they don't give a fuck about the creative, you know those guys are giving it to Vince. You know
Oh,
it.
come on,
Oh, dude.
man.
Come,
Come
dude, if they
on.
buy this company, bro. No, if they buy that company, though, that will cause most of these people to leave. So,
Oh yeah.
so there's that.
Anybody
Because,
want
you know, mhm,
Anybody in America want to get up and watch wrestling at fucking 10 a.m.? I don't want to do it every Monday and every fucking Friday. Nope.
exactly.
Unscripted on Wednesdays, motherfucker. That's what elite unscripted.
Exactly. Like like most wrestlers, let's say the company is sold. Most wrestlers hear Disney bought it, it'd be like, all right, they all the it's not that bad. We're sold. It's probably be a little bit of regime change. Hopefully it's good. Saudi buys it. Oh,
Oh,
bro,
come on.
everybody's dipping. These war criminals are buying the dude. Just
Dude,
imagine
get
that.
the fuck out
Fucking
of here,
war
man.
criminals buying the WWE, bro. Who would have guessed that when everybody was a child watching this, that fucking war criminals would be buying this fucking wrestling company? It's over with, bro. Fucking Wednesday night unscripted, bro. Here we come.
I'm telling you, bro. I
Oh, no way, bro.
I won't be able to do it, man. I'm telling you right now, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Fucking Sasha's the smartest woman on the planet.
Anthony Shaw
Oh,
subs to the channel. Thank you, my man.
thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Dude,
That's love.
I just saw a tweet about this, and it's
Oh,
sadly
fuck.
true, bro. Cody Rhodes missed the entire Triple H era.
That might be a good thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
No, I was just
creatively,
playing.
might be not.
No, obviously just joking. But bro,
Dude,
that's horrible.
no,
Fucking
that's
gay,
horrible.
gay,
Cody.
Bro.
Dude, if they buy that fucking company, it's over
But
with.
you know what though? Triple H, Cody, Vince McMahon was booking Cody like a god because he wanted to get more AEW people over there. But I will say this: I don't know if we don't even know if Triple H was even going to put Cody Rhodes in the WrestleMania main event this year.
Mhm.
And he's already kind of fucking up his debut, and we'll get to that next.
Yeah,
But
I can't lie.
honestly, if Cody Rhodes is not against Roman Reigns this year, I know it'll suck. I know it'll really suck. But I am all for John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I think WrestleMania 40, I think it goes perfect with both of them. They're both good guys. It'll be in the fucking city where the Liberty Bell is, the city of brotherly love. Man, it'll be good, man. It'll be good, but Cody, man, I mean, I
Plus,
don't know.
remember I said a couple months ago too. It sounds weird, but Cody has a better chance creatively under Vince than he did with Triple H, because they're both petty, but Vince is petty in terms that would help Cody on creatively on
He's not
TV,
he's
and
not pushing Cody
Triple
because he likes Cody. He's pushing Cody because he wants
exactly,
AEW talent. Yeah.
exactly. But Triple H, he don't like the AEW now,
No, he
especially their
hates
OGs.
them
He
because
hates them.
Cody Rhodes is a guy who rivaled NXT.
He was part of the group of AEW on television guys that
Hmm.
fucking killed NXT, that
Yes.
created NXT 2.0. Speaking of NXT 2.0, they're going right back to that rainbow stuff. You know it.
Oh, you know it.
They're gonna be even worse. And you know what? At this point, I might take Bruce in NXT 2.0 over fucking Shawn Michaels' crooked eye ass.
Bro. Bro. Jesus, fucking
It's pretty
Shawn
good.
Michaels, man. Man.
It's over with, bro.
Oh, God. Bro, your face when I read that fucking comment to you. Oh, man. Dude, oh my God, if we gotta watch wrestling made by fucking mindless idiots, they'll have wrestlers playing other wrestlers. Like Braun Strowman will be fucking playing Andre the Giant. Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Rest in
that
peace to
sucks, man.
Dustin's mom. That's horrible.
I
I don't think that's
I
Cody's mom.
I was gonna say I never knew they were half brothers, bruh. I
They are,
never knew
yeah.
that.
They are.
That's crazy. I never
Because
knew that.
I believe they're like 20 years apart. So I think Dusty's
Hmm.
first wife is Dustin's mom, and
Yeah,
I
it's
think his
Dustin.
second wife is
Cool.
Cody's mom.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
crazy, bro. That
yeah, but
sucks, man.
rest in peace, man. Prayers to the Rhodes
Shoot,
family.
definitely,
Gay.
man. Dude, but man, fucking Saudi, bro. If they buy this company, bro, it's
Oh
over with.
man, it's done.
NXT Saudi. I
Dude.
can already see it.
You know what I'm seeing? Elite Unscripted on fucking Wednesdays, man. That's what I'm seeing.
The Saudi Arabian Championship gone away with the U.S. title.
Oh, bro.
Oh, bro, get the fuck out of here. Is he Cody's mom?
No, it's
I
Dustin's.
think so.
It's
Yeah, I think it's just
Dustin.
Dustin's.
Cause let me see.
Cody, Cody Rhodes.
Okay, I looked up Dustin. Who do you see as Cody's mother?
Michelle Rubio.
Yeah, I got Sandra Reynolds for Dustin, so it is
Oh,
different.
okay.
Different
They are
mothers.
different. Eh,
Yes, they are half brothers. Gay. Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
So, speaking of Cody,
Cody.
Cody Rhodes' highly anticipated WWE debut return may not shape out as many originally thought. Damn.
Fuck.
I feel so bad because I love Cody Rhodes, but it's just fucking Cody, man.
Dude, it's
It's
just Cody
like
getting fucked over, man.
it's like the reason I laugh is because I just imagine Cody Rhodes reacting to this news, and I just think of those stupid fucking faces of him crying, where he's fucking
Shaking his head, fucking.
yeah, he's like looking at it like this and shit.
It's fucking Brandy's reading it on the couch. He's just in the kitchen, just over the fucking counter, just crying, trying to hide it.
Are you crying? No.
No,
So I love Cody, man.
fucking Cody, man, he's a gem.
Man's just sitting in the kitchen doing that. He's
He's
biting
just
his
cooking
lip and
dinner,
shit.
just crying over the stove. You just hear fucking the water of the teardrops just burn the fucking stove. You fucking crying over burgers, dude. No.
Cody is half Cuban.
Hmm,
Yeah,
that's
Cuban.
crazy. You can never tell.
So
But he doesn't bring that up. Good God.
Cody's just standing in the living room, just shaking his head. And
He's just looking at the fucking shelf, the TNT title on it,
oh my
just
god. Fucking
he's just texting
MJF
the
and Ricky
elite.
Starks come over for fucking boys' night, and he fucking greets him at the door.
They all just start hugging him. Just we know. He's a fucking child.
Oh, bro. Fucking, I love Cody, bro.
I love Cody, man. He's a gem.
He is, dude. So during a recent Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that Rhodes' expected return as a surprise entrant in the men's 2023 Royal Rumble will not be happening, as his return is now being teased across a series of videos on Raw. I had always, and I quote, so I had always figured that Cody Rhodes' return would be a surprise at the Royal Rumble, but it is absolutely not going to be. They're doing a Meltzer don't know how to talk, bruh. Or when people quote him, they need to not involve every word. So they're going to do a multi-part series building up to his return. So there you go. He's evidently slotted in a high place at WrestleMania. End quote.
It's gonna be The Rock, dude. Did you see the advertisements for the Rumble?
Oh no.
There's blue lightning all over the fucking advertisements for the Rumble,
I
bro.
did. You matter of fact, I did see that.
Yep, it's gonna be the fucking. We're gonna get Rock. Yeah, he's gonna win the fucking Rumble, man. God damn, it was nice while it lasted.
And what boggles my mind is this
That's a
came
Triple
out.
H thing.
This came out
That's Triple
before.
H.
Like, bro, what the
Hey, dude,
fuck?
what are you doing, big dog? Maybe my little theory is that Triple H knows that Vince is trying to do this, so maybe to make it look like they have the same overall vision, he's doing the Rocket Mania to keep Vince at bay creatively, to be like, oh, okay, I didn't think he would do stuff like that, and maybe he's not so bad in that position. Maybe that's Triple H's like last try to staying creative, is kind of look like Vince, so it looks like to Vince that, he's just like me. I could trust him. Maybe. But still, bruh. Dog. That
You
sucks.
that's not cool, man. And you know what
That's
scares
not.
me about him winning at WrestleMania 40? Even though technically, like I said, that would be a pretty cool spot for Cody to win the Rumble, because if they I know they rebranded it Philadelphia Eagles colors, but if they did more of the Philadelphia 76ers and made it a little more patriotic of a logo with the Liberty Bell and then maybe like the circled stars around it or whatever or something like that, and made the concept more red and blue, I really think that would be a cool setting for Cody Rhodes. But but that is cutting it awfully close to his contract coming up. I believe
That
at
is,
that point he would only have 1 year left. Are they really going to give him a whole entire run just to let him possibly go back to AEW in a year?
oh no. Like, Mr. Vince McMahon, he would be booked great up until like a year before that contract is up. Because, especially if he knows he's most likely going back, he'll just make him look. I don't think he'll make him look like shit, but he'll make him look just like a guy on the roster, man. You know what I mean? He won't book him like, crazy. So, it's good luck to Cody, man. I feel bad for him, man. No matter what fucking regime he's under, bro can't catch a break.
Honestly, man. Those better not be the plans because those sound fucking awful, man. That is absolutely the wrong way to go. Cody versus Roman. That's it,
Please.
dude.
That's it. It was both of our night 2 main events for a goddamn reason.
Honestly, bro. So those are the Cody Rhodes plans, and they do not sound very good.
They fucking do not.
AJ Styles. AJ Styles. AJ Styles recently took to Twitter to confirm his injury. He says, and I quote, "Just want you guys to know that I'm okay. Broken ankle is what I'm dealing with. No surgery. This is going to take some time to recover. This will be the longest I've ever been out of the ring. Thanks for the prayers and get well wishes." Wow. So,
Sucks. Thank God he doesn't got to get surgery, though.
absolutely. So first things first. Prayers to AJ Styles. AJ Styles is fucking goated. Everybody loves AJ Styles. This is absolutely horrible. It really sucked that I didn't get to use him on my WrestleMania card because I absolutely would have did something. I would have did something with AJ Styles. One of my original ideas was OC versus Sanity. I ended up going with, LDF versus Sanity, but this sucks. However, we know AJ Styles loves being home because he gets to, spend more time with his kids,
Yeah.
So that I'm sure is pretty good for him, but regardless, it really sucks for AJ, and I'm wishing him the best recovery. And he says it's going to be the longest time he's ever been out of the ring, and that really sucks, man. And I wish the best for him because he's not getting any younger, and I hope they can I hope they really use him to his fullest potential when he comes back.
I really hope so, man. I hope they, because when he comes back, he won't have that much long where he's gonna be wrestling, man. So use him while he can when he comes back, bro. But I wish him everything in his recovery, man. That sucks.
Absolutely, man. So another person involved with WWE. And Durante's mentioned her a couple times tonight. There is belief that Naomi will return to the WWE. Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez spoke about Sasha Banks' current situation with WWE. Naomi and Bayley are both going to be at the Tokyo Dome to support Banks as well. This is very interesting, especially considering the fact that there is reason to believe Naomi will be back. And I quote, "They're not going to New Japan. Naomi and Bayley, of course, there is no official information on Naomi, but my impression is she will be returning to WWE. Actually, you can report that my belief is that she will be returning to WWE because she will certainly be returning to the WWE. I will just say that other than that, What is wrong with these people? Other than that, I don't know what is going on. End quote.
Dude, dude, these are journalists. These people call themselves journalists, bruh. Good lord. And I believe this, he will be back in WWE because it's my belief that she'll be back.
Genuinely, that is literally. He says, actually, you can report that my belief is that she will be back she will be returning to WWE because she will certainly be returning to WWE. What?
It's not a fucking journal. That's not journalism, bro. It's just saying that's what you think is gonna happen. Dude, these fucking wrestling journalists track me up every time, bro. Oh god, they really call themselves journalists, man. Those fucking articles, people pay for this shit, man. But it's his belief, man. I could believe it, but maybe not so much more now, man.
I was gonna say this story might be pretty much dead to rights as of now.
Exactly, bro.
Apparently, Steve's
Oh
got
no,
another big report coming out tomorrow. I'm not watching Raw, Dynamite, or NXT this week. I'm just burnt out of wrestling. Yeah,
I feel that,
especially,
dude.
dude. Sometimes, and even being fans, and this is bad when it gets to this point, bro. But especially when you are feeling as a fan burnt out of backstage stuff, that is never good.
I swear to God.
Stay the fuck out. Nobody wants you here. And let us all enjoy WWE product for once in a while. That's as simple as it needs to be. But it's not. He's got to
Exactly.
come back and make everything about himself, and therefore feeling some burnout, man. But I will say, you will enjoy AEW Dynamite. We'll talk about it on Monday, man, but they did some great stuff with production. They did some great stuff with production. They really did. Yeah, they not yet, man. Not yet. We're saving her for the main event. But yeah, man, definitely. So
Literally, what a fucking journalist guest. And she's coming back to the company like her whole family ain't there. We're acting like he just knows something we don't. While Naomi coming back, bro, her family's there. Before now, I would think she'd be coming back too. That journalist for you, bro.
golly. WWE's, this one's interesting. WWE's non-compete clause might be in legal jeopardy. This might come into play soon, and I think they should do this rather quickly.
Might be perfect timing, man.
All right, man. So, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, announced on Thursday that a ban of non-compete clauses has been proposed, stating that it suppresses wages, hampers innovation, and blocks entrepreneurs from starting new businesses. It is also noted that it could potentially increase wages up to $3 billion per year and expand career opportunities for 30 million U.S. citizens. The FTC voted 3-1 to publish its notice of proposed rulemaking, the first step in potentially making non-compete clause contracts illegal and avoiding the stipulation from all current contracts. Whether this could affect the WWE and other pro wrestling promotions remains to be seen, as wrestlers typically operate as independent contractors rather than employees. In the press release, Lena Khan of there's a lot of cons, man. Lena Khan of the FTC stated that by ending the practice, the FTC's proposed rule would promote greater dynamism.
Dynamic? I had no fucking clue. That's
Never
all the
fucking
word I
seen that
like.
word before. Dynamism, how dynamic it is, innovation, and healthy competition. She believes that the freedom to change jobs is core to economic liberty. The freedom to change jobs is core to economic liberty and to a competitive and thriving economy. Non-competes, this is her quote, by the way, non-competes block workers from freely switching jobs, depriving them of higher wages and better working conditions, definitely for WWE, and depriving business of a talent pool that they need to build and expand. By ending this practice, the FTC's proposed rules would promote more dynamic situations, innovation, and healthy competition.
Good. It's a good path to go on. I hope it goes through, man. And I hope that fucking independent contractor bullshit don't get in the way of that.
Me too, man. Me too. That is great. That is great. Also, not even for WWE talent, but if that's the case, if this year goes off without a hitch, William Regal might be announcing War Games this year, man.
Like, little shit like that could just be very helpful for everybody all around, man. And imagine
Absolutely.
how cool it would be for moments like, imagine if it was when Danielson left, bro. Imagine if it had the perfect opportunity for debuting the next night. Shit like that.
Yeah,
Opportunities like that will be possible, and that shit will just be dope.
absolutely. It really will. It really will. Because the only reason WWE does it is to drop people's stock that they
Oh
release.
yeah, that's the only reason.
I mean, in this day and age of wrestling, the fans don't forget, but it doesn't help.
It does not help at all.
You know, imagine Malachi Black just gets released and he just pops up the next Dynamite, bro. Like like he's on Raw one week, gets fired on the Tuesday, and then he's on Dynamite on Wednesday. That would
That
mean
shit
for
would be
some
fired.
really cool and shocking moments.
Oh yeah, that'd be really fucking sick,
And
man.
it would also call for some pretty unpredictable stuff because maybe you don't want to debut him right afterwards, but maybe you let the anticipation build and have it be a complete surprise because we don't know when he'll show up. He
Right.
could show up in 2
Exactly.
weeks. He could show up in 6 weeks. He could want to take 6 months off and show up then. We don't know. So,
Exactly.
all right, man. Money in the Bank. This is breaking news as of yesterday. WWE has just announced that Money in the Bank will take place from the O2 Arena in London on Saturday, July 1st. This is awesome. You guys deserve it. The UK crowd is the second best crowd in the world behind Chicago. Sorry, Bill.
Sorry.
Second best crowd behind us, man. But you guys are so good, and you guys absolutely deserve it, man. I'm really, really happy for the UK crowd, for the UK audience here, getting a show as they deserve, man. And like I said, I think this might have been one of Triple H's tactics to fuck Vince McMahon over creatively if it gets to that point, man.
Man, I think it was, man, and that's great for the UK, man. They never got WWE pay-per-views. Now they got their second one in under a year, technically, from the last one, which is crazy. And I'm so happy for that, man. I really am.
Absolutely,
Plus,
man.
those people watching a ladder match, now that ladder match will be made 10 times more interesting from that crowd alone.
Yes. Look at Clash at the Castle, bro. That was literally my runner-up for show of the year, and half of that was because of the crowd involvement alone.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah. Um
That's crazy, Bill. That's nuts.
yeah,
30
that's
minutes from the place.
yeah,
That's nuts.
we're about a good 45 minutes from the United Center. So,
Yeah. Quick drive.
yeah, we're not
Quick
we're not
drive down a horrible street.
oh yeah. We're not too far from the United Center either, man. We're actually not too far from Wintrust either. So, anyway, oh, we're back.
Yep. Hey, there we go.
Okay, the Young Bucks, the greatest tag team of all time, man. The number one tag team of all time. By the way, did you hear what Dax Harwood said?
Yeah, that they should be on the Mount Rushmore of tag teams.
Yeah,
Respect, no respect, bro.
he said if he were to make a Mount Rushmore of tag teams, he would absolutely put the Young Bucks on there. Love it.
That's respect.
Love it, man. He actually
CNFTR versus the Elite, bro.
I did. Oh, bro. I actually
Give it to
did
me.
see I did see that what is it? The Dax Harwood did confirm the original plan for All Out was for the Young Bucks to go in as the AEW Tag Team Champions, face FTR in a unification match, a winner take all.
That's crazy. That's dope, bro. That would have been nuts.
And although we ended up getting a banger with the Elite versus Dark Order and Dark Order and Hangman. Sorry. I'm so used to saying the Elite versus Death Triangle. Yes, although we did get that banger, the FTR ended up facing Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. So that's just that for you. But regardless, that sucked. But regardless, while speaking on the Wrestling Observer Radio, as reported by Sean Ross Sapp, behind Fightful's paywall, the Young Bucks are in discussions with the company in order to sign new contracts and stick with AEW for a long time. While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed the situation concerning the Young Bucks. Dave Meltzer noted that Matt and Nick Jackson are not close to re-signing with AEW. What's up with Meltzer and his takes this week, man? I don't know.
He's being weird.
I don't know where he's getting his news from. I don't know. We hear one thing from Sapp. We hear another thing from Meltzer. I don't know, man.
It has been weird as hell, man. But I mean, it's definitely we know they're gonna fucking resign. It's just a matter of getting the money down, getting the years down, getting.
Yeah.
They could be discussing if they still want to be EVPs or not. True, that could be a big part of the discussion for their next set of contracts. So it's just with them, their level of influence in the company. It's no matter how much they want to be, or a contract with them will be complicated. It's just how those type of deals are.
Absolutely. So he says their contract is up at the end of the year, and AEW does want to lock them in. AEW contacted them and wants to start the negotiations, but there has been no negotiations as of today. They're certainly not close to a deal right now. That's where it's at. It's similar to when we talked about a couple months ago with Jericho. Jericho had time left, but they signed him to a new deal. They have not started negotiations yet, but AEW has contacted them saying that they want to sign them to a new deal, a multi-year deal. So that's where the Young Bucks story's at right now.
Man, cool. Go for them, man. Well, they're about to get some more big bucks. They got to be able to buy more Dior's, bro. Hopefully the airport will lose them.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So angry, man. I'd be so angry. I'll never forget when that happened to that man.
Oh, I'd be so pissed. Yeah. So, CM Punk.
Dude.
CM Punk, man. He's back on it again with his Instagram stories. I got to flash this up for you guys real quick. He posted this on his Instagram stories. So, this is what it is, man. So, the first slide you see all the way to the left is him promoting his All Elite Wrestling action figures on Ringside Collectibles. Now, the next one is AEW's most watched YouTube videos in 2022. The top two, I know you can't see them, the top two were CM Punk related videos. And he posted this, me and at Dax Harwood waiting for our coffee. And it's, these two guys looking like that. And the last thing is, I don't know if he was talking about the movie or if he was talking about the movie, but maybe at the same time dropping some subliminal messages. He says, at the drop of a hat, these guys will rock and roll. Is he talking about FTR or is he talking about the movie? Now, with that, we have a report from Wrestling Observer Newsletter. Things in AEW have heated up regarding the Dax Harwood podcast and CM Punk seemingly pushing that he wants to come back and do business. In theory, Punk should be okay by April or May after his tricep surgery. That would also be around the time FTR's contracts expire.
Well, they ain't definitely going to WWE now.
No. Hell
You
no.
ain't got to worry about that now.
Yeah.
Ain't trying to get fired again. Well, they left in the first place, but you know they'd be fired.
Bro. Interesting, man. This is very, very interesting. This is very interesting, bro. If CM Punk wants to come back and do business, and then if they can all act like adults and try this thing one more time, I would be cool with it. If it fails, it fails. You cut your ties, and it is what it is. At least you gave the man a second chance. And you know, if the Elite and Kenny Omega are the Elite and Hangman and all those guys are cool with it, let's see what we can do. Let's give it one more chance, and if it fails, it fails. But at least they could say they tried to give the man one more chance. So that's where I'll leave that. So yeah, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I'm interested. I would love to see it, bro. And if there's no drama involved, they drop all that bullshit, bro. It'll be great for everybody, bro. Everybody will be winning.
It seems like that's where a lot of people are at with this. It seems like a lot of people kind of just want to let it go.
Yeah,
honestly,
exactly.
Honestly,
it's the
bro,
best way to do it.
Absolutely. And honestly, bro, I just really want to see CMFTR actually have
That's
a run.
Really I really want to see that shit. That'll be so heat.
Absolutely. Mercedes Mone is not coming to AEW.
Fucking Meltzer, man.
During the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer stated that the former Sasha Banks is not going to AEW. She does not want to sign a long deal with Tony Khan's company right now. Meltzer says she is not in Los Angeles. She's not coming to AEW. I don't think she wants to make that commitment because if she goes to AEW, it's a long commitment. I've heard denials from people in the AEW match. They knew it was really screwed. That's why they had to announce somebody this week, because they knew it was really screwed, because everybody was thinking it was her and it wasn't her. Now, I hear a lot of rumors, man, that the locker room is genuinely under the assumption that Sasha Banks is coming into the company, and I don't see Sasha Banks sitting out a whole nother month to wrestle at Battle in the Valley or whatever it is. I think we see her show up in AEW, man. I really do.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I see it, especially the way they went on TV with the way they announced that it was Tony Storm being the partner and Sheeta was pissed and they're, teasing that as a storyline, man. I think Sasha's coming in, man. Or Mercedes, I think she's definitely coming in. I don't know if Meltzer knows this, but it doesn't take a week to fly from Tokyo to LA from Wednesday to Wednesday. I hope he knows it doesn't take a fucking whole week. Seriously. She's not in LA. Yeah, she doesn't have to be
right now. You idiot.
So that man losing, man. But I think she definitely is coming to AEW.
Me too.
I think that's the direction if the roster believes it. Like you said, bro, she that's the whole reason she's here is to wrestle, bro. She wants to keep wrestling any and everywhere. And who's saying she has to sign some long-term, full-time deal with AEW?
Tony Khan will let her come in and work periodically whenever she can.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Especially if he wants to focus on, people like, guaranteed a Britt Baker, fucking Jamie Hayter. If he wants to focus on them, and Sasha just wants to, be there periodically, creatively, that's a relief. Where you don't have to book this woman to be an instant top star if she doesn't want to be, if she's doing other stuff.
Yeah,
You just book her, have her do cool stuff, and that's
Yeah,
it.
and if she is doing other stuff, who's to say she can't do the other stuff in AEW? Soraya's
Exactly.
not there every week. She's done a sit-down interview for like the past month every
Oh,
week on Dynamite. When's the last time she's been in front of the live crowd? I mean, other than a quick run-in at the end of Dynamite just to hand out a couple super kicks. I mean, it
you could
doesn't
film
make
that
sense,
shit in
man.
Tokyo. And who's to say, let's say they're in a longer term feud. Sasha could just be talking shit about them at those little fucking New Japan after show, press release things. She could just
Absolutely.
talk that and they could just play that on Dynamite. It's not like they're not cool with New Japan. We all fucking know they are.
Yeah.
We're getting Forbidden Door this year. If I'm a betting man, we're getting Forbidden Door again.
Oh
You know
my
what I
God,
mean?
yeah.
And plus, Mercedes said after her debut, this is just the start. This is
Yeah.
the first stop. What's the
Hmm.
second stop, bro? Impact? Ain't
Yeah.
nobody going there. It's fucking
What
AEW.
is she going to fucking GCW, man?
Exactly.
Come
The
on,
fuck?
bro.
They're gonna see her in AEW, bro.
I think she wants to. I think she wants to be the Cody Rhodes of WWE,
Listen,
of AEW. She wants to be
yeah,
the first of her group to move over like a John Moxley did. You know?
yeah.
Be
A
the first of
shocking
her
big name
group.
to move over.
Yep. Yep.
Fucking notes.
I don't believe this for one bit, man. Again, it does not take a week to fly from fucking Tokyo to the Forum. So I think we see Sasha Banks next week. And if we don't see her next week, we're seeing her around Double or Nothing whenever
Oh
she's
boy.
done. And hey, even if she's doesn't go to AEW, she will be at Forbidden Door because now they could actually do some cool women's matches on there.
Like, bro, Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Renato, bro. Give me that shit. Or Mercedes Monet. Give me that shit, bro. That's fire. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fire ass match right there.
Or if if you don't want to go champ versus champ, who's to say we don't
Soraya.
get Mercedes versus Soraya and then, Jamie Hayter versus Kairi Sane?
That sounds fire in itself, bro. So much good shit could happen with the women, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man, but that is all the news we have for today, man. That is all the news we have
Yeah,
for today. That is everything on this
crazy week. Crazy last 2 days.
crazy last 2 days of wrestling news, man. So with that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Another great episode. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are all doing great following this Vince McMahon news, man. I hope you guys keep it together, man. But regardless, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Another edition of the news. This has been episode 143. Again, I will have throughout the weekend, you guys will have the WrestleMania match card fantasy booking available for you guys. That might even be available for you guys tonight. But definitely throughout the weekend, you guys will have both of them up. But with that, man, that is going to do it for another great edition of the news, another great edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious podcast. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys to all the new viewers that found us today. And thank you guys for all our OGs that are here. As always, we appreciate you guys so much. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for the strap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze gats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck.
Here I am. I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip.